We have worked with the media about not using their names, and I think that that's helped. The media is trying, they'll normally say their names once or twice and then just, call them whatever it is, the Columbine shooter, the Parkland shooter, instead of giving them the notoriety. And I think that that helps a little bit, but, it's more than just that.
I agree. I think notoriety is a factor. It's not the X factor, but I do think there would be a deterrent effect. Like no publishing photos of them posing with their weapons, no manifestos. Like we're not gonna
Hmm.
leak your failed screenplay just for everybody else to look at. I mean, I feel like you're looking for validation in a way. So, and another thing someone else told me is, yeah, don't identify them by name unless there's an active manhunt, because then the public needs to know.
Right. Yeah, so we've
Uh,
been working with the press on things like that, and that has, there's some value, there's a lot of value to that. And I think the survivors and the victims' families appreciate that, because not everybody remembers their names, which is the real tragedy.
well, I'm actually a journalism student. Are there any other recommendations you'd have to the news media to handle this the appropriate way?
Um, I wish, I understand it. News has to get out there. If it bleeds, it leads, right? It's that's the reality of it. We're a 24-hour news cycle, and those quick bites. I get it. We all live by that. Um, no, I mean, I think responsible is, not putting things out. There was a lot of mistakes, not blaming the media, but there was a lot of mistakes in Columbine that still live today, that people still believe of what actually happened, which did not happen. But it's that myth that is perpetuated out there that the disenfranchised youth, they weren't. That still sticks out there that people think, um, you know, and it's the first thing, people don't know. I wish we had time to vet it more, but it is also a reality that I understand. We all understand it. But yeah, some of those myths live on forever.
Columbine happened my senior year of high school, so it's to us basically people of my generation. 9/11 and Columbine were kind of the unofficial closing of the 90s, and I've read a lot about the case because they were kids my age. And what I think happened is, yeah, even before the dust had settled, people were just sort of superimposing their own narrative. Oh, this is obviously what happened. I can read the signs. And as we
Yeah.
did the interviews and determine the facts, no, it turns out both of them were actually kind of bullies. Eric was a psychopath. He wasn't doing this in retaliation. He had been planning to do this for a long time, and the signs were there. He had posted death threats on his website. Dylan was kind of a lost dog who just sort
Yep.
of fell under its spell and went along with it. But it didn't stop people from rushing to read the headlines and just carrying a narrative that was pretty much false.
Yeah, and it's not like they wore those clothes even the clothing that has become so popular. They wore those jackets that day, not because they normally, again, it just the media, what was out originally kind of still lives today. If you ask people today, they still believe some of the some of the stuff that was originally put out. Um, so I mean, my answer would be take a beat if you have an opportunity to actually get it right, because once it's out there, it's hard to pull it back. That barn door, right? Um,
Right.